Okay, get ready for a deep dive that's going to make you hungry.
Uh-oh. What are we getting into today?
We're diving into the wonderful world of Wendy's.
Sounds delicious already.
We've got a mountain of their promotional material, flyers, those little table tents, even some social media ads.
Sounds like a feast for the senses.
Our mission is to figure out what Wendy's is cooking up this season.
Their marketing strategy, you mean?
Exactly. And to help us decode those golden arches, those square burgers.
Square burgers, I like it.
Joining us is expert speaker, a seasoned food industry analyst who knows a thing or two about marketing.
Well, I would say I know everything, but I've definitely seen my fair share of marketing campaigns.
So first impressions, flipping through all this Wendy's material, what jumps out at you?
Honestly, the sheer volume of deals. They're coming at us from all angles.
Right. It's like a $1 drink here, a combo there.
Don't forget the 4 for $4 meals.
Oh yeah, they're really pushing those.
It's all very strategic, you see. They're trying to appeal to different types of customers.
Like different demographics.
Exactly. A student grabbing lunch with friends probably isn't looking for the same thing as a family having dinner.
Makes sense. So that 4 for $4 deal is probably aimed at families looking for a bargain.
Right on the money. And those $1 drinks are perfect for someone on a budget.
It's like they've got a deal for every craving and every budget.
Exactly. But even before they try to reel you in with those deals, notice how they're laying the groundwork.
What do you mean?
That fresh, never frozen slogan they've got plastered everywhere. It's everywhere you look.
Oh yeah, I hadn't even noticed. I guess it just blends in after a while.
That's the point. They want it to become almost like a subliminal message.
Fresh, never frozen beef. Fresh, never frozen beef.
It's working already.
So what's the marketing psychology behind that constant repetition? What are they trying to achieve?
They're tapping into our desire for quality. In a world of fast food, people want to know they're getting something good.
Even if it's just a burger and fries.
Especially then. It's about perception. By constantly saying, fresh, never frozen, Wendy's sets themselves apart.
It's like they're saying, we don't cut corners, even if everyone else does.
Exactly. And that message resonates with people, even if they don't realize it.
So they've got us craving quality, but how do they actually get us to open our wallets and enter the deals? But one thing really caught my eye, and that's this whole Krabby Patty Kollab thing.
Ah, yes, the Krabby Patty Kollab. Pure marketing genius.
It's like they dove headfirst into the world of SpongeBob SquarePants, a Krabby Patty Kollab burger, a pineapple under the sea frosty.
Don't forget the branding. It's literally everywhere.
They're not being subtle about it, are they?
And that's the point. Limited time offers, or LTOs as we call them in the biz, are all about creating a sense of excitement, a sense of urgency.
Like, get it before it's gone.
Exactly. And it plays on our fear of missing out. We don't want to be the only one who didn't get to try the Krabby Patty, right?
Definitely not.
And let's not forget the power of nostalgia. The SpongeBob SquarePants tie-in is a brilliant move, appealing to millennials who grew up watching the show, and perhaps even introducing it to a whole new generation.
It's marketing gold. So they've hooked us with the promise of quality and a hit of nostalgia, but how do they get us to actually open our wallets and order? Enter the deals.
Okay, I got it now. That Krabby Patty Kollab burger. What's the inside scoop? What's in the patty?
Get ready for this. Because despite the name, there's not an ounce of crab in it.
Wait, seriously? No crab?
Nope, not a single claw.
I thought for sure they were going for that whole seafood thing.
They definitely played with that expectation. But get this, the Krabby Patty Kollab burger is actually plant-based.
Wow. Okay, that's unexpected.
Yep.
Especially for a place known for its beef.
Right. You'd think they'd stick to what they know, but it's a smart move.
How so?
Well, more and more people are eating plant-based these days. Wendy sees that.
So it's like they're dipping their toes into that whole trend. Exactly. They get to test the waters without abandoning their loyal beef-loving fans.
It's like a low-risk experiment.
Precisely. If the Krabby Patty bombs, no big deal, it's gone. But if it's a hit, who knows? Maybe they'll expand their plant-based options.
That's a good point. Okay, so that's the Krabby Patty. But what about the pineapple under the sea frosty? That's going to be a real frosty, right? With pineapple.
Well, it does have that whole tropical vibe, but you see, it plays on that sweet and savory thing that's everywhere now.
True. People do love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of things people love, let's go back to that fresh, never frozen thing.
Right.
Do you really think it makes a difference?
It's a good question. Isn't most fast food, like, frozen anyway?
Right. I thought that was standard practice.
You're not wrong. Most places use frozen beef. It's cheaper, easier to store, all that.
But Wendy's has always done their own thing. They're like the rebels of the burger world.
And that's their brand identity. Sticking with fresh beef sets them apart.
But does it actually make the burger taste better?
Taste is subjective, right? But you can't deny the power of the word fresh. People associate it with higher quality.
Even if it's just a subconscious thing.
Exactly. Wendy's is playing on that association, and it works. In a sea of frozen patties, they stand out.
It's clever.
Yeah.
But hey, it's not just about burgers anymore, is it? Looking at their menu, they've got salads, chicken sandwiches, even chili.
Good catch. They're branching out, appealing to a wider audience.
Why the change? I mean, their burgers are iconic.
Times change, tastes change. Wendy's is adapting to keep up.
But we've talked about fresh beef, limited time offers, new menu items. It's a lot to take in.
They're definitely keeping busy.
But is there a risk? Could all this new stuff actually hurt Wendy's in the long run?
That's the big question. It's a tough balance to strike.
How so?
Well, on the one hand, you gotta keep things interesting, especially in fast food.
People want something new, something to get excited about.
Exactly. The competition is fierce. You snooze, you lose, right?
Totally. But what's the other side of that coin?
Too much change can be a bad thing.
You mean if they're constantly adding new things, won't people just get overwhelmed?
Precisely. It's like if the menu's too big, you just end up ordering the same thing you always get anyway, right?
Totally. Decision fatigue is real. So
Yeah.
how does Wendy's avoid that? How do they find that sweet spot?
From what I see, they're doing a pretty good job. Those limited time offers, those are key.
Right, like the Krabby Patty.
Exactly. Those are like low-risk experiments. They test new ideas without fully committing.
And if people hate it?
Proof. It's gone. No harm done.
Smart. So they're playing it smart, trying new things while keeping the classics.
Exactly. They're evolving, not abandoning who they are.
This has been fascinating.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much goes on behind the scenes, you know?
Right. There's a whole science to it.
What's the one thing you hope people listening will remember?
Next time you grab a burger, any burger, look closer. Think about what went into creating that menu.
Don't just see the food, see the strategy. I love it. This has been eye-opening. Thanks for joining us. And to everyone listening, stay curious, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.